Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Today I'm going to be covering MetaCade with you guys. This one is a really cool small cap gaming gem that I think is going to do fantastic in the next bull run. I've done a video or so on this before, but I want to do a kind of a deeper dive into this one for you guys and tell you why I'm bullish on MetaCade. They're doing some amazing things with what they're doing for building, strategically for the upcoming bull run. Their CEO, Russell Bennett, he's very strategic and very intelligent, and this guy knows what he's doing. He's very active with the community, so I'm excited to talk to you guys about this one. I would appreciate it if you guys subscribe to my channel and hit that like button to get this video out to more viewers. It helps my channel grow and helps other people see these videos that aren't seeing them currently, so I really appreciate that. All right, guys, let's jump into it. All right, MetaCade currently at almost just under 9/10 of a penny here. It's been in this range for quite a while, and there's a reason for this. So what happened on this one was, as you can see, they were up over 2.5 cents at one point here, 2.7 cents. They listed on MEXC, and everything kind of went downhill from there. They found out that there was an API open that was doing this bot trading with MEXC, and it was driving the price way down. So they did a vote with the community, because a lot of the community members, because they have a very active community, they were letting the CEO Russ know that, hey, these guys are doing bot trading and intentionally driving the price down on your project. And sure enough, they found out there was some kind of API active, and they asked MEXC to take and shut that off, and they did. But the price had already taken a big dump from it at that point. But they asked the community, because the community was basically begging them to delist from MEXC, because they thought that this was intentional and that they've done it with other projects. So they did a vote, and they decided to pull the token from MEXC, basically. Now I don't know if that's true or not, with what was going on with MEXC, but that's what a lot of people thought, and they did a vote on it, so they decided to delist from MEXC. But the good thing is they've got very good other listings coming up in the future, and this wasn't a delisting by MEXC. This was chosen by the community itself. So let's dive into what MetaCade is. Currently, with this price here, they've got about 3/4 of the tokens in circulation, and there's going to be another, I think, 250 million tokens coming into circulation in October when the first staking pool is done. So that's going to put it at like around 1750. So it'll be like, I don't know, 85% or something of the tokens in circulation at that point. And they got most of the tokens out in circulation off their pre-sale for the public. And the team really doesn't own any tokens other than tokens that they've purchased for themselves during the pre-sale. They didn't really allocate a large sum of tokens like most of the other projects have done. And there was, people telling them, hey, you guys are crazy for doing that. All the other projects keep a chunk of the tokens for themselves, but the team was like, no, this is a community project. It's a community-driven project, and we're giving this to the community. So very cool of them to do that, and I think it shows that they're dedicated to the community, and they do, like Russell, he does regular AMAs with this project, with the community, keeping them up to date, letting them know why he's doing each decision he's making with the business, for the most part, why he's choosing certain exchanges at certain times. It's being very strategic to get their token out in certain markets that they can get the most benefit from at that certain time. So they're being very strategic on it. So their new MetaCade Lite website here, they've got their games on here. They've got this Cards of Eternity. This one's really cool looking. Marvin Survivor, Stumble Upon Rumble. Gold Fever looks pretty cool, and this Rune Realms looks like a pretty decent game as well. And they kind of kept it like an arcade look. But what Russell was saying on their latest AMA is they're going to be doing a whole new revamp of their website and brand to try to cater to people who think, because of how this website looks, it gives people the impression that they're just into like arcade games, and they don't really want that impression. They want people to know that they're after the big AAA games. So they're doing a complete rebrand, and I'll get into that in a minute with who they're doing that with. It's really huge. So then they've got these partnerships here: AWS, Ethereum, MetaMask, Trust Wallet. So really good team behind them as well. and they did some really cool things that they talked about in their latest AMA that I want to cover with you guys. So if you look at these games here, this Gold Fever, I'll show you a real quick clip of this one.
Go! 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 Run!
That's a pretty cool game. And they've also got this Rune Realms. I'll play a real quick clip of this one.
Comrades, heed my tale as we set sail for another thrilling voyage in our epic saga. Brace yourselves for a tempest of excitement. The power to merge your golems comes alive in our rejuvenated DAP, reimagined in just a week's time. This feat speaks volumes of our relentless resolve to put you, our steadfast allies, at the heart of our journey. Be ready to feast your eyes on the transformed landscape of your islands. Gone are the days of mere golems. A new minigame awaits, its course swayed by the rarity of your golems, enhancing your engagement with Meta Studio. As we cast our gaze towards the horizon, we unveil our next 5 strategic moves. We stand at the precipice of growth, expanding our crew, and launching an affiliate program. We set our sights on the Rune Realms Clash, our maiden voyage into the game as a service model.
So this is by Meta Studios, and I'm sure they've got other games, but they've partnered with MetaCade, so this is one of the games that they released on MetaCade's platform. They didn't really show a lot of gameplay on here, but this was just a beta launch, so everything's not quite complete on this one, but it looks like a pretty fun game. They got these golems that you can upgrade, and people in the community were able to buy these, and they're going to be able to do like play to earn with all this. This one's really cool. This is in the Epic Game Store. This Cards of Eternity. This one looks really cool. I actually want to try to play this one.
Your queen has arrived.
I can feel the anger taking over!
Feel my anger and nature's fury. As always, nature prevails. Let the rot of the world take you.
So Cards of Eternity looks like a really cool game. I'm really excited for that one. So they're really getting some decent quality games on here, not just real cheap generic ones. So it's a really good sign for them. They did this AMA recently with Russell, and he actually they're launching on BitGet, and he was on the phone with a bunch of other larger gaming companies, and he's had several conference calls with several of them, and they all mentioned that BitGet is one of the better ones to get on for gaming tokens right now. And so he's strategically partnered with them, and they've got the Messi sponsorship in that right now, so they're doing really well. So they're launching on BitGet in September, and then they also have another launch on an exchange, I think right after that. They haven't announced that one yet, but they're going to announce that one soon in their next AMA. And Russell does regular AMAs with the community to keep them informed as to what's going on. So I really like this guy, and he's very strategic and intelligent in what he's doing. Very, very smart. Seems like he's got a lot of business background knowledge, and they're all gamers on their team as well. So that helps. They want these games to be fun and playable, and they want the community to benefit from it the most. So they've come out with some different play to earn methods, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. The big news for them is they've partnered with this guy here, Luke from Flight 3, and Flight 3 is a really, really huge promotional company for advertisements, and basically a huge marketing campaign for them. And if we go to their website here, these are all the companies that they've done marketing for. I mean, just some of the biggest companies in the world. And so Flight 3 was a huge partnership for them, that they've got all these recommendations from Southwest Airlines, Chili's, Walmart, McDonald's. So very strategic partnership for marketing. This is huge. If we go to their video here, I don't want to play this because it has some music in the background that's probably got but it's probably got like copyright content on it. So if I play it on my channel, I'm going to get struck down from YouTube. But this guy who's with Flight 3, he's got a huge YouTube channel and a huge following, millions of followers.
So ChatGPT, troubled NFTs,
augmented reality glasses,
and so Web 3.
metaverse. This is a tectonic shift. There's no need to panic.
So Stephen Bartlett, he's got a huge podcast and he's got a huge YouTube channel with a major following. He's working for, he's basically, I think, launched this Flight 3, or he's a big part of it. So that's going to really help with their marketing campaign. And I think it's a really smart move of them to do this. So if we go back to their AMA here, there's some really big news on here that I want to cover. So they got the BitCat launching, and then they've got a new game announcement, this Rumble Go. So I'm not going to get into that too much, but they're doing this pay-to-play announcement that they're launching a pay-to-play platform where them and Meta Studios have agreed to co-create 3 to 5 different skill-based games for the main platform, and these are going to be short, quick games to play where people can just pay $1 to play this, and they have 48 hours to play, and the top 3 in the ranking will get a prize, I think up to $500 every 48 hours to be able to do this. So that's gonna, just for $1 entry for each game, and basically that's gonna allow people to get in really cheap but have a big reward. If they really enjoy gaming, they have an opportunity to win up to $500 every 48 hours, and that's going to generate some traffic to the website. So they're being really strategic for all of this, and this is all going to be Web3 based, where people can connect their wallets and play, and then they get paid out in MCADE tokens, and eventually they're going to be offering other platforms to do tournaments on their platform as well. And then, these other gaming projects will be able to reward players with their tokens as well, and choose what kind of reward they want to give to the community. So it's really cool that people will be able to do real true play to earn and do like quick tournaments, 48-hour tournaments to do this and get rewards, basically for first, second, and third place with MCADE token and other prizes as well. So it's really cool that they're doing this. The other big news for them is they've partnered so they can buy MCADE with credit or debit card right on their website. They'll be listed for direct purchase in a minimum of 50 countries, with a deal pending for over 130 countries. And there's no KYC for single purchases up to $500, but they have a deal pending to increase that up to $700. So you'll be able to buy currently $500 of MCADE tokens and possibly other tokens as well on their website with no KYC, and then it's soon to be hopefully up to $700. And they're saying MCADE will be available to buy in over 30 fiat currencies, so it'll be widely available. And then they're going to have an on and off ramp all built in with both platforms for Visa, MasterCard, Google Pay, and Apple Pay. So that's really huge. So that's going to be a really big deal for them, and I think that's going to help get the token out to a lot of basically Web 2 users that can come on the platform, because they're going to have kind of a separate platform where they're going to be able to have Web 2 players come and play the games for people who just want to come and play games. And then they're going to have a token website that introduces people to the MCADE token and kind of gets them familiar in all aspects of how to create a wallet, how to purchase the MCADE token, how to earn tokens by gaming. And they're going to have it set up for both communities. So they'll be able to slowly move those Web 2 players over to Web 3 once they see the benefits of getting, involved with crypto, and that they can actually make money doing it. And they're intentionally building it around like Web 2 gaming to pull them into Web 3 space. Very strategic and very smart of them to do that. I think that this one's going to do really well in the next bull run. We'll look at the charts here and take a look at what I think it's going to do. So MCADE, currently, like I said, it's still under a penny. I think my dollar cost average on this one is around 1.5 cents because I bought it during the pre-sale. I think for around 1.8 cents, and then I'm staking for 40% on my tokens. That'll come out in October, so I'll have another 40% additional tokens for my MCADE. So that'll bring my dollar cost average down probably close to 1 penny on that. So really think that'll be good. This one, if we look at the current supply, and even with 2 million tokens in the totals, because I think the total supply will be out there, the fully diluted evaluation on it is 17 million right now. I think this one could easily do a 1 billion in the upcoming bull run. So if we calculate that out, that's about 58 cents for the MCADE token if they hit a 1 billion market cap with all of its tokens in supply. And that was kind of my goal for this one, is between 50 cents and $1 is what I think it could do. But likely I would start taking out profits around 20 cents or so, just because I'll be at more than a 10x at that point. So I would probably take out 20% of my portfolio in MCADE at around 20 cents just to be in profit, and then take it out in chunks from up there. But I could easily see this one getting from 50 cents to $1 likely in the next bull run. So you want to keep an eye out for MetaCade, guys. I think it's a great project. They're going to be constantly adding more and more games to their platform, and it's just going to take one really good one to make it blow up, and they're being very strategic. And what they're doing also is all of these games that are coming onto their platform are paying them revenue for launching on their platform and paying them advertising fees for being on their homepage. So they're not relying on the MCADE token for their business to survive. They've got a business model that doesn't rely on the token, so they can reward the token to the community. They're utilizing the token itself for a lot of stuff on the website, but they're not relying on it for revenue to be in profit and stay alive, which is good, because a lot of the other gaming projects are going bankrupt because they relied strictly on their token for revenue. They had to sell in order to stay alive, so they were constantly dumping on their communities, where MetaCade's not going to have to do that to be profitable. So that's fantastic for them. They're working to launch. I know he mentioned Polygon. They're going to be launching on Polygon for some of the games as well. So that'll be really good for low gas fees for them. But I would imagine at some point they're probably going to be launching their own layer 2. I can't remember if they said they were doing that or not. I'll have to confirm. But I think that's what their plan is eventually, kind of similar to what some of the other gaming platforms have done, like Miria. So I'm really bullish on MetaCade. Like I said, but full disclosure, I do own quite a bit of MetaCade. So I'm not trying to shill this project. I just think it's a fantastic one, and I actually got into this one before I even started my YouTube channel. I've been in it since the pre-sale, and it was one of the pre-sale projects out there that I haven't sold my tokens on. I've held them since pre-sale. I could have sold and made a decent amount of profit when it shot up to 2.5 cents, and then rebought in. But I'm just holding and staking all my coins because I think this one's going to be fantastic. And actually, when the staking pool ends in October, they got another one coming out shortly after that, and that one's going to be between 20 and 25% staking. So I'm going to restake my tokens until the bull run in that one as well. I think they're probably going to let the community vote on that one, because they're trying to decide if it's going to be 6, 9, or 12 months. Some people wanted higher than 20 to 25% return on that. So they said, well, if we do that, it's going to have to be a shorter staking period. So they're probably going to have a community vote on that. They try to have the community vote and decide a lot of stuff right now, and I would imagine they're gonna probably do that eventually with the MetaCade token on the website itself once they get that fully set up. But that's pretty much all I've got for MetaCade, everyone. Like I said, I'd really appreciate if you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and those of you who have subscribed, I really do appreciate it. I do have my free Telegram group for people that want to join that and just communicate with the Telegram group in there in the community, and I chat in there daily as well. But I also have my membership Discord for people who really want to get into our core group of members that are really building and getting their portfolio set up and ready for the upcoming bull run. We work together to research different projects and help each other out with pretty much everything from any questions we have about staking or NFT projects that are coming out, or airdrops, or which exchanges are the best ones to use, which tokens we think are going to be the best ones. We try to stay ahead of the game and keep researching and communicating with each other as a group of like-minded investors to try to make our portfolios grow. And I also do have the VIP tier for that membership for people who are really serious investors and that want to work closely with me to grow their portfolios. And I'm going to have some really good benefits for that one as well. But if you're interested in that, the link is in my video description and the pinned comment. And you can always hit me up in Telegram if you have any questions on that as well. Or you can actually join that Discord for free, but you'll only be able to access like the help desk channel. And you can ask questions in there if you want to do that as well. But there is a 7-day free trial for the basic membership, and that's only $9.99 a month for that membership. So it's very affordable for most people to join, and it provides a lot of benefits for you as well. So that's all I've got for this video, guys. I appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.